you ready to be entertained? Then let's go.
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. And tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face. And my picture perfect, you do look fine. All of that green.
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. And tell me the size whenever the...
Welcome back, y'all. We are getting into Ted Lasso, honey. This is season 2, episode 10. I'm excited. 2 more episodes to go of this wonderful show, of this wonderful season, and then we'll be wrapping it up and jumping into season 3, which is the final season of this show, which is really sad. But I think you guys were telling me about how the season, like season 1 went, how season 2 went, and that season 3 was like a perfect wrap up of the show. I also like if it does end really well in season 3, like a lot of you guys said. I like when shows know their limitations, when they know when it's time to hang it up, no matter how good it is. I hate when such a great show starts and then they drag on to like 1,000 seasons, and by season 1800, you're like, yeah, I'm good. And then it loses its push, its value of like when it started. So I'm very happy to hear that the vast majority of people that love this particular show said that season 3 was just perfect, and I can't wait to get there. There's a lot of happening in season 2, and it's really delicious where we have Rebecca that went on a date. The last thing that we saw was Rebecca with one of the soccer players, right? That he went to her house. I think they were making out, and then I think he went inside. And then I think there was an emotional moment with Ted, I believe. I'm not really sure. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually seen Ted Lasso, and shame on me. But regardless, let's get into this, y'all. So without further ado, let's jump into Ted Lasso and find out exactly what this show has got to give. Ooh. Hi, Rebecca. She got with him?
The last time I spent this long in bed, it was because I strained a hamstring.
Oh, Lord.
Should we tell people about us?
Sneaking around at work.
What?
You feel scandalous with fun.
So stressful. I'm going grey.
He's in his 20s, right?
It's not down there. It's in my armpits.
Seem like they're really enjoying each other.
Then I could do this.
How long has it been since they've been hooking up? Because they seem really into each other, which I'm very happy for. But isn't he in his 20s and she's in her 40s? Not that age matters. I'm not ageist. I'm just saying, wasn't that like the biggest thing of that why she didn't want to get with him when she found out that it was him? What is going on?
Where are we going? How about Greece?
Oh!
I sincerely wish I wasn't in my box house right now.
Lots of briefs, key exposition. They leave very little to the imagination.
What's my father done this time?
He died.
So where do you think our father is right now?
In the drawer of a funeral home.
Did good things, you went to heaven. You did bad things, you went to hell. Nowadays, I know we all just do both.
The heaven where animals are in charge and humans are the pets.
He reincarnated as a tiger. And then ravage anyone who looked at me wrong.
I hate you. I just, even his ambition of heaven is horrible. I hate this guy. I know, some of you guys like him.
If you weigh a person's body right after death, it's 21.3 grams lighter.
You live, you die, you're done. Good night.
This is horrible. You live, you
He's
die.
on his period.
So we're all going to his funeral as a team. Ties, shirts, and no trainers.
But what if they're like really nice Yeezys?
What color?
By the way, there's no really nice Yeezys out there. There just isn't. If you have a Yeezy, don't come for me. She's in her home, her child's home.
Song. I'm sorry, I like to have it playing in every room in the house when I wake up. It just makes me feel happy. You should feel happy every day, Rebecca. Do you want to talk about that?
The whole world used to love that song. Then we heard it ad nauseum, and now we're over it.
You know, you can change this room to whatever you want.
No, it reminds me of when we were close. I want it that way.
Oh, this lady.
What the hell are you thinking? age, I could do this in seconds.
That's true.
Well done, by the way. Anything you need, okay? Isn't that right, Nora? Nora? I'm okay.
They're like a party, but for sad people. Maybe you're not sad. But you have to go and be sad. Roy, if you die, do you want to be buried or cremated?
Oh, after the bus driver and make him pay for what he did to me. Eventually, Keely, his funeral's really messing with your head, isn't it?
Your body decomposes, it fertilises the seeds of a fruit tree. Then you and all the people that love me can eat the fruit from my tree. The idea that my death can nourish people.
With fruit made from your rotting corpse. You're not really angry, are you?
Yes, I actually am. Now we have to go to a funeral and act sad.
There, Ted. Oh, anxiety's coming.
I can't believe you made it.
Of course.
Dad always loved you both.
Who are they? I've no idea.
My sincerest condolences. Rebecca Paul's family.
No, I mean because you weren't invited.
Right.
It's a chubby baby.
Congratulations, Mother. You've just fat-shamed a baby to tears.
Not magic. I ate the placenta raw. And she knew.
All the TVs in the house removed. I just sit around and watch them all day.
Lovely.
You're mad annoying. Her dad's dead. Death. Dead.
How many of them came?
All of them.
And none of them are wearing trainers.
That's how much they care about you. Fathers are the training wheels on the bikes of... I just didn't want to say what they said.
He's annoying.
Sorry for your loss.
Rapid shit bag.
Come on, Sass, let's let bygones be bygones.
Having a daughter erases all the shitty things you've done to women in your lifetime. I think about your death every single day. Can't wait. I'm gonna wear red to your funeral. Cough and die, Rupert.
She's everything. Come through, Sassy. Yeah, I need a friend like that.
Good morning, Ted. Ted, you're okay. Just breathe. You can, come on. Just breathe. I'm on my way.
I can't believe he came here to do that. Oh my God.
That baby sucks. Baby's whack. I hate it.
That's horrible.
Something! Oh my God!
You look amazing.
Thank you.
You're fine. Keep walking.
Do you want to be a tree when you die?
Hell yeah. Or a really stupid dog. Where's Ted?
A really stupid dog.
Sassy and Ted sitting in a tree. Record scratch. But I think Rebecca is secretly dating someone.
Is today an inappropriate day to inquire/badger her into telling us who?
Keela?
Jamie. How nice suit. Is this the suit that Ted got you?
What, this?
Another man buying you clothes is infantilizing, yes?
Pause.com. Keely, why would you say that out loud? It started with Keely asking that question. You know, if somebody bought me something, I don't want you to say, hey, is this the gift that somebody bought you? Or is this the outfit that somebody bought you? Why would you say that, Keely? Keely, I like you, girl.
You don't buy all my clothes. Most of them are gifts from my mum.
Is that the apple?
Got it from a tree outside. Tastes like dead people.
That's not funny, Roy.
Cheer up, Keely, it's a funeral.
I hate dress shoes so much, Jamie.
Because remember, they ain't made for people like us. They're made for sheep.
Set them on fire and their memory will burn in hell.
Jesus, Daddy.
Jesus has no place in the conversation of these damn shoes.
I'm better. You know, not great, but better.
Good, because when someone's not great, that allows me to get in there and do my thing.
Tea or something?
No, thank you. I hate tea. Tastes like a wet paper bag.
I'll tell you anything.
I don't think I've ever been in a properly Anglican house of worship before.
Is it an open casket?
God, I hope so. I like to see.
What? I mean it. When I was a kid, the only thing I liked about going to church was confession.
I have been told to come in and ask you to lower your voices. But I also bought this.
Oh, nice.
Who are you secretly shagging? What?
Even though today is your father's funeral, you are glowing like a girl that just got properly ploughed.
Lower your voices. The vicar looked like he wanted to swear.
Just trying to figure out who Rebecca's shagging.
Oh, I know. And it's good.
Mother!
Oh, hang on. Is it Sam?
How did you know that?
Oh my God, I'm fucking... Oh my God.
Everyone out except immediate family, please.
Boss. Forgive me for
Ah.
Sorry. It's possible that going to this funeral would trigger memories of going to your own father's funeral.
I didn't go to my dad's funeral
Okay, why not?
because he quit. He quit on his family. He quit on himself. I think I still hate him for it.
I think you do too, Ted. What happened with your father is a difficult thing for anyone to make sense of. Why don't you share with me what happened?
Do you know what you're going to say in your eulogy? It'd look awful if you didn't say anything at your own father's funeral.
I don't care.
What are you so angry about?
I don't want to talk about it. Not today. Dad cheated on you. And I saw it. I even remember the date. It was Friday the 13th, 1991.
In September, me and a bunch of high school buddies were going to do a marathon of all them Jason movies that night. Came home from school as usual. Went up to my room to
Nick a bottle of wine from your drinks cabinet. Heard bang! So we went to investigate.
There he was.
In all his glory, with his arse in the air. And Sassy didn't say anything for the first time in her life, and I just
Screamed, cried,
and came running after me in his dressing gown, begging me to stop.
into the fridge, grabbed one of his Coors Lights, drank that. Then I called my mom at work and let her know she needed to come home.
And the next day when I came back, he said nothing about it. And that is why I'm so angry. It's why I've always hated him. And I still hate him.
I know he's cheating.
You knew and you did nothing.
Of course I knew. I know everything.
Then I hate you too. I hate you for letting him treat you like that.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Ted.
Yeah, me too.
He took a lot away from you.
And my mom.
And your mum. I'm curious about something. What was he like?
He was a good man. Probably could have been a little bit better listening box at times.
What did you love about him? What you hate about him? I'd love to hear something you remember that made you feel good.
When I was in 5th or 6th grade, there was this book called Johnny Tremaine. At the end of the month, I hadn't read a lick of it. And we had a test. Big test. The night before, I was anxious as all heck, and I couldn't sleep. And I started crying. And he's like, whoa, buddy, what's wrong? What's wrong? Just go up to your room, lay your head on your pillow, and think about something you're looking forward to. Next morning, I wake up, and he says, hey, you ain't gonna ride your bike to school. I'm gonna drive you. And on the way to school, he talks me through the entire book. He stayed up all night, the whole night, reading the whole damn thing. And one of his little boys stressed out over some stupid, silly test. And I ended up getting an A. He was a good dad. And I don't think he knew that. I think he would have known how good he was at stuff he didn't really care about being good at. I don't think he would have done it. And I wish I would have told him. I wish I would have told him more. I was just so angry at him. Because he was always gone at work and just out with friends or something like that. And then he was gone. I knew right then and there that I was never going to let anybody get by me without understanding they might be hurting inside. Life, it's hard. It's real hard. I don't know if this is illegal or something, but can I have a hug?
Sure.
Are you going to charge me for this session?
Of course I am.
That's like the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard in my whole entire life. Pretty much Ted's father suffered from mental health issues. I think about people who suffer from depression, who have it super bad compared to like me, where I get it and it's really hard for like maybe like a couple of weeks, or maybe like two and a half weeks, 3 weeks, and then for some reason it goes away, thankfully. And then I start trying to rebuild. But for people who have it and it's a consistent everyday struggle, I can't even imagine. So people who don't understand when people take their own lives because they never felt that depression before, and even Twitch, who was Ellen DeGeneres' DJ, he had kids, but he ended up taking his own life because how bad of depression he had, plus other people as well. A lot of celebrities, but even your everyday person who's not a celebrity, a high profile person that suffers from depression, it's dreadful. It's dreadful. And then Ted is suffering from panic attacks or anxiety attacks. I think she said anxiety attacks, which is also a mental health issue. But one action caused another action. Depression is, like I said, a mental health issue. So I wouldn't say like, I would be really interested to know on how depression comes about altogether. Like what happens with the brain that causes that, as well as anxiety when you're overthinking or you're starting to think about certain things that just causes you it's hard to breathe, you feel like you're gonna die. And for somebody, I have anxiety as well and panic attacks. So what don't I have? But understanding where Ted is coming from, my father didn't kill himself, but my father died when I was a teenager, and understanding, and I was angry at him as well. So just hearing it through somebody else's eyes is extremely hard. But also, I don't know, I'm able to connect with the character a lot more. With Rebecca, how she feels about her father and the hate that he has is because her father did something wrong to her mother, and she held this secret probably to keep her family together, and that's why she resented him, and that anger built into how she is today, where there's anger towards him, and I feel like she feels like it could possibly be hate, but is it truly hate, or is it just anger? The anger for what he did, and anger for not having a resolution or a solution with him himself before his passing. So now she's gonna have a lot more resentment overall. It's both very, very sad stories. But let's continue.
I was too scared to leave him for good.
You don't think I was scared leaving Rupert? Rightly so, because let me tell you, being alone is fucking horrible. But it's been necessary, because it's actually started to feel rather wonderful.
Besides, Rupert was a self-righteous shit. The best way to deal with people like that is to make sure they know they can't get to you. What's more important, being loving or being right? I was so proud of you when you left him. You knew you deserved better. When I love something, I love it forever. And I loved your father.
Even though he treated you like that?
Yeah, he wasn't perfect. I didn't need him to be. He always came back. I'm actually glad to hear that you hate me. All these years, I thought you didn't feel anything for me. I'll take your anger over your indifference any day.
It's time. And thank you for keeping your voices down.
The Lord is my shepherd.
In this case, I did know Paul very well. Paying attention to every single word. Richmond match he was listening to on his phone. But I would never have felt the need to chide Paul about this for his beloved sport and the commitment he showed both as a husband and a father to his family. Now we will hear a eulogy from Paul's daughter.
I don't really know what to say.
You had to slam the door, Ted.
My father was, we're no strangers to love. You know the rules. And so do I. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. Just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna
that's her mom's song.
down. And desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say.
That's like super sad.
Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Never gonna run around. Never gonna give. Never gonna give.
I can't take this episode.
Thank you so much for coming. Dad would have loved you being here.
I know Rebecca would hate me if I didn't invite you.
I'm afraid we have to go.
Oh.
It's nap time.
For you or the baby?
Oh,
so sweet.
I convinced Bex to give up her shares in Richmond. So we'd love you to have them.
Like a funeral present.
Very thoughtful of you, Rupee.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much, Rupert.
This is a very hard episode to watch.
You're right. Wait, are you worried about Preston?
Maybe. Penis is too big. Hurts your tiny little vagina.
Me and Billy were just going over here to talk about 1966.
She's really gonna break it up with him?
It will be all right.
I am so happy we were the same size.
You keep those.
Your generosity knows no boundaries.
Oh, where'd he go?
Hi, Jerry. Get a drink.
I don't know where to start, to be honest. I'm a bit all over the place. Today's made me realise that I'd hate myself if I didn't say, come back to Richmond to get away from my dad. I also came back because of you. I love you, Keela.
This is too emotional for me.
I was a prick today, making dumping jokes. Granddad died. I spent every single night praying that I could just talk to him just once or see him. It didn't make me realise we only got this one life. I don't want to waste a second of it. I love you, Keely.
Sorry.
She has to break it up with him.
So kind and loving and wise, but...
Oh, no. I hate big butts and I cannot lie.
It really hurt me.
But you can hurt me too. Does it scare you?
Yes. And I think I need to figure out why.
I understand. Take as long as you need.
Well, you're young, so you're gonna probably find somebody else.
Thank you. But Rebecca, there's something I should warn you of. I'm only gonna get more wonderful.
I know.
Sorry for your loss, ladies.
Oh, don't be, Ted. You didn't kill him, did you?
Yeah, is everything okay?
Everything? Heck no. No, but me, yeah, no, I'm doing okay.
All love two things: attention and making her laugh.
You know, I'd forgotten that. Thank you, Ted.
Why do I feel like Rebecca likes Ted? I always thought so. Although I like Sassy, I don't want her with Ted.
Florence does like wounded birds, doesn't she? You and Sam taking a break?
Did you know that?
I'm your mother, I know everything.
Drink, please.
On then. Oh, look. You look like a little boy there. On videos.
I've probably taped over that.
I bloody well hope you haven't. Neighbourhood kids who had pools, they come specially over so they could swim in your bowl.
Oh, Mother.
I
think you had a bit of a thing for Rick Astley, Mother.
Yeah, I did. No, that's not him. That's Rick Astley?
Yes.
Well. So this was a great episode, y'all. I loved this episode. Yes, this one made me want to cry. I didn't know what to do. I was like, damn, they're gonna hit us with depression, anxiety, losing a father all in one episode, and then we're having breakups. Then we're having Keely find out that Jamie and what is his name, loves her. I can't remember his name. Roy loves her, and what is she going to do? I've always felt that Jamie, because he always looked at her in other episodes since he's came back, I always thought that he actually started to like her again or something, or he was upset about it, but we kind of just rushed right by it. But this show obviously gives you subtle hints to what their new storyline is going to be. So I found out. And now, what is she going to do? Is she going to stay with Roy, or is she going to get back with Jamie? The third season's probably we're going to find that out. And I, as much as I like Roy and, as I'm like foaming from my mouth, Roy and, whatever her name is. There's so many shows I watch, and so I have these brain farts that happen so often. Keely is her name. I have all these characters' names. So sometimes some people are like, you messed with that character's name. I'm like, do you understand literally how much TV I consume and movies? I cannot remember all these characters. But Keely. So I feel like Keely's gonna get back with Jamie by the ending of third season, which would be really weird because what is gonna happen then with Jamie and Roy? We're gonna obviously going to have some type of tension between both of them. I really don't understand I don't see how they could become friends still. Like right now they're in a good place, but it's obviously gonna get worse as probably season 3 starts. And I can't foresee a good path for either one of them. So, like, as in being friends, and they're not friends right now, but at least they're in a good space. So, I don't know. Oof. Is Sam ever gonna get back with Rebecca? Probably not. I think that was a good storyline for the 2 episodes we had. But, I don't know, it kind of felt forced. When I say forced, I'm being kind of skeptic on that word, because I feel like part of it that is not true. I feel like that's not an all-the-way true statement, but I don't know what to call it. Maybe they're not, like, for me, like, a great pair. I've always thought that Ted Lasso and Rebecca would be like the perfect couple. They just always vibe. They always got along between the biscuits making and stuff like that, and them joking about with each other. And they seem like they have a lot more chemistry than Ted Lasso and Sasha, or Sassy, whatever her name is, Sassy. So I really do prefer Ted with Rebecca and Sam just being, you know, under the team. But it was good for the 2 episodes. I guess the show was like, yeah, we're not gonna give you too much of this shit, but we're gonna give you 2 episodes, and that's about all that we have to give. Having the whole topic with the father passing away was going to, once I heard it, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be a hard episode, because I always think about my father my father died when I was in 9th grade, so I, like, fighting back the tears of that, and how Rebecca didn't have a resolution with her own father is kind of how I've always felt, because my father was just gone. And I knew I was mad at him for what I cannot remember. I always try to, well, not always, but sometimes when I think about my dad, I try to remember why I was mad at him in those upcoming weeks. And I know he called at like 7 o'clock in the morning of his passing. I was going to school. So before I got on a school bus, he called. And that was later on that day he was gonna have surgery, and that's how he passed. But yeah, I can't remember why I was upset with him. But then when he passed, I was like, damn, like, I never had that resolution. And when my aunt passed, I kind of felt the same way. Like, me and my aunt had a little falling out. And then we started like building together because my grandfather passed. And then she passed. It was around the epidemic. So not around, it was during it. She caught it. And she had it for like 2.5 weeks, and she passed. So yeah, and it was a shock. It was the biggest shock. But I never had the time to get back to how close we used to be. So that was another hit. I don't know, I just hate it. I hate. And lately, I keep hearing about passing away. Either at my job, there's a lot of going on. I was like, damn, 2025 just started, and I'm keep hearing about death. I go on my social media, people are passing away. It's just, I hate it. And the older you get, that's gonna be more frequent that you see, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Regardless, this is a very good episode. Normally Ted Lasso shows teach me things. This episode, I just feel grief, and I feel tired and exhausted. And I was hoping that I wasn't gonna feel like that when I was watching the show. That's actually part of the reason why I turned this particular episode on. 1, I haven't filmed in a while, and 2, I was like, I wanna be, you know, up, rah, rah, rah. But yeah, it knocked me back down. Great episode. It's just gonna, you know, maybe I need another cup of coffee, a glass of water, and I need to eat. So then I'll probably feel a lot better. But this is a very good episode with very strong conversational story points that you can have either with yourself, you can write down some notes in your diary, your notebook, or you can talk to your friends or a therapist if you have one. I actually kind of want a therapist if they're all like this therapist in the show, because she's effing amazing. So anyways, that's how I feel about this episode. Please feel free to comment down below, y'all. Get out of your circle bubble, your bubble circle, whatever I want to say, your safe zone, and comment down below. I can't wait to see what you guys say. And until next time, I'm off this.
You gotta choose a side. You gotta do what's right. Look, I ain't got no time to be hanging around. Nobody trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, saving your lives one at a time. I'm killing the rhymes. I do it for the people. I'll be the fucker running through the 6 with a bag full of